watching Morency Unfiltered on the Fantasy Sports Network. I am Gabriel Morencys. Let's do this thing. It's the final program of the week. Another very productive week. We hope you enjoyed the shows. Check them all out on the Fantasy Sports Network's YouTube page. We had a lot of great guests this week. We conclude this week's programming with some AFL talk. We'll get a little CFL talk in as well. NBA draft. We'll give you some picks for the weekend as far as the Euro, the Copa, NASCAR, CFL, a lot of stuff going on. So let's bring in Myk Aussie right now to talk some AFL football. What's going on, Myk?
Yeah, Gabriel, the EU's not overtaking the world, but us Aussies, mate, doing all right. Number one draft pick again in the NBA, Ben Simmons, another NBA champion, and we got an Aussie playing again in the CFL, so we're doing all right, mate.
That's right, your boy Dellavedova, Delhi, wins a championship, and you know, it's amazing. We got a picture actually here of him, and here he is playing. He's playing like beer pong, like days after they won the championship. Except it looks like, you know, he lives in like a garage or something, Mick. You know, like dude's pretty hardcore though, man. You know, you Aussies like to drink. He's no different, right?
Oh, yeah, but, you know, he didn't do much this year in the playoffs, but last year, that one game, mate, I'm a fan of his ever from that one game last year. He was fantastic. Kyrie Irving was fantastic, but I'm kind of glad they won in the end.
You know, I didn't really realize that. It's true. Ben Simmons, Australian. Who was the number one pick in the draft last year?
Well, it wasn't him, but Bogart was our other number one pick.
Oh, it's Karl Anthony Towns. All right, it was number one last year. Thanks to Feinberg there. Late night last night, guys. Computer database a little slow. But you know, the year before that, it was Wiggins. I'm just saying, a year before that, wasn't it Bennett? Saying, you know, pretty consistent. You know, it's like Canadians freak out whenever it's not a Canadian drafted first overall in the draft. Oh, what's going on? You know, if you look, the NBA, you know, Canada, America, now Australia with Ben Simmons. Going first overall. One thing with Ben Simmons, he seems like not a lot of people like him, Mick. Like the Australian national, his teammates weren't big fans of his. He played with Louisiana State LSU Tigers, and his LSU teammates didn't really like him very much. Seems like he's a real egomaniac, this kid.
Well, I don't know about that, Gabe, but you're good media, but there's some bad media out there. Just like they say PK Subban's no good. I'd take PK Subban at the Oilers any day, mate. So there's a lot of BS involved too, eh?
Yeah, no, you're right. You can't believe everything that's printed in the media. And as far as PK Subban is concerned, listen, I don't know if the Canadians are going to trade him. I don't think they would, but enough is enough actually right now, and it's pretty clear that it's going to be same old if you're PK Subban dealing with Michel Therrien. Michel Therrien and Bergevin, the GM of the Canadians, they grew up together on the same street, all right? So every time Therrien goes off and starts ripping Subban, he's got the backing of the GM when he does this, which means that the GM also enjoys bashing Subban. And I don't know what you know, Mr. Molson thinks about it all, but at this point in time, if I was Subban, I'd demand to be traded. They've screwed him around enough in Montreal. Just just get the hell out of there. The Canadians aren't winning anytime soon, and PK Subban on the Oilers would be a nice fit.
Yeah, I'd like to see it, mate, but hockey's all right. They got to change the rules, mate. It's basically a guy gets it, goes like crazy. They've got to make more scoring. It's no good for the fickle fan, mate. You know what I mean? Come on, NBA playoffs was way more exciting.
What did you say? What did you say? Hockey, the guy gets it and he goes crazy? What?
Oh, yeah, well, they're so quick, and they're quick nowadays. They just get it in the backfield and go like crazy and shoot things, and some goalie's sitting there with big pads on. It's crazy. They got to change the rules. Anyone knows that.
Myk Aussie's take on hockey. That's gold. That's going to go viral right there.
It's true. It's true. Jay Moore said it one year, and he basically said that all they do is skate around in circles. And, yeah, it's a bit boring, mate. Come on, let's be honest. I love the juniors and the Olympic Games, but NHL, overrated.
All right, Myk Aussie. I'm not, you're not crazy. All right, I'm not calling you out. I'm not calling you out for that. All right, so we got more bye weeks this week. I don't know, Mick. I mean, we got what? We got 3 or 4 games to talk about this week, but we'll start off with Great Western Sydney and Carlton, Great Western Sydney, minus 49.5 points against the Blues.
Yeah, I like this week. You should take these 4 games all together to win, because the spread's a bit hard. But Giants will win. It's up there in Sydney. Blues had a rest. Blues are one team that could cause an upset, so I don't think they'll cover the spread. Take the Blues on the plus, but Giants should win that one. They're a very good team, mate. Young, very good team.
You know, like you said, man, all the games this week, the numbers are huge. They're big point spreads. So, Great Western Sydney, 49.5 points. Now we got the Saints and the Cats here. Geelong, 34.5 point favorites. Make another big point spread.
Yeah, now the key with this one, it's in Elliott Stadium. It's got a roof, so there's really bad weather in Melbourne, and it rained last night, and the Magpies won, but they should have the roof closed. So I like the Cats to win. The Saints have had a week off. They got their big Nick Reroll back at full forward and ruckman, but I like the Cats to cover there. They're my early pick for the flag, mate. Take the Cats, then I think they have a rest the week after, so they'll just be going hammer and tongs, ready, knowing they have the week off next week. Take the Cats to win, and I reckon they'll cover that.
You think right now your pick is the Cats to win it all?
Yeah, at this stage, yeah, if you can get some money on now, the Cats, I'd go Cats. The experienced teams start to come up, mate. Look, you see the North Melbourne Kangaroos, they're dropping off. They've lost 3 in a row. The Bulldogs are starting to drop off a little bit. The Cats, the Hawks, the experienced teams, they're starting to come through. But key injuries can cost any team, you know that.
Yeah, right now the Cats are plus 300, so they're 3-1 to win the grand final. Sydney's 5-1. Hawthorn Hawks are 5-1. Great Western Sydney, Giants 5-1. Your Crows, Myk, Adelaide 7-1. Western 9-1. North Melbourne, not a lot of love for North Melbourne right now, Myk. 12-1. People they're starting to fade a little bit. We got my West Coast Eagles 12-1. You know, West Coast are weird, Myk, as you know. You know, one week they look like they're the best team in the league, and then other weeks they're just terrible. Like, you know, they can't tackle. You know, it's very frustrating watching them. I don't know what you call it, Myk, like with the loose balls and stuff. Like in basketball, you know, we call them the 50-50s. And, you know, some teams just always sort of get the loose rebound. It's like the West Coast never gets the loose ball. You know, they always lose the battle, it seems.
Yeah, I'd say they're a bit soft away from home, mate. Is that a good saying? Soft away from home?